It's time to recognize the best of the best in Northeast Conference women's basketball. I'm Kyle Turner with NEC Front Row, and I'm going to give you the NEC women's basketball all-conference teams and major award winners, starting with the NEC all-rookie team. From Bryant, Ivory Bailey. In her first collegiate game, Bailey scored a season-high 24 points and grabbed 7 rebounds against Maine. From Robert Morris, Megan Smith. Smith started 26 games for the Colonials and averaged 9.9 points per game, while also grabbing 4.6 rebounds per game. From Central Connecticut, Camden Musgrave. Musgrave came in off the bench for the Blue Devils and averaged 9.4 points per game. The Blue Devils freshman was also named the NEC Rookie of the Week 3 times this season. From Robert Morris, Michaela Mulrain. Mulrain played in all 29 games for Robert Morris, contributing 4.8 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, and almost 2 blocks per game. From St. Francis U, Maya Wynn. Wynn finished the season averaging 7 points per game while knocking down 40 three-point shots. Now on to the NEC all-defensive team, starting with St. Francis Brooklyn's Leah Fetchko. Now a 2-time All-NEC defensive team honoree, Fetchko is part of a Terriers team that ranks as the top scoring defense in the NEC. From LIU Brooklyn, Latava Whippy. Whippy led LIU Brooklyn with 7.2 rebounds per game. The senior also ranks 48th in the nation with 2.4 steals per game. From Wagner, Jasmine Nawaje. Nawaje currently leads the NEC with 3.3 steals per game, ranking 9th nationally in the same category. From Fairleigh Dickinson, Amanda Andrades. Ranking 3rd in steals with 2.4 per game, Andrades leads the NEC with a 2.53 assist-to-turnover ratio. Also from Fairleigh Dickinson, Erica Livermore. In addition to leading the Knights in scoring, Livermore leads the NEC with 2.4 blocks per game. Now for the All-NEC second team. From LIU Brooklyn, Sophie Bassine. Named to the All-Rookie team in 2013, Bassine led the Blackbirds in scoring during the regular season with 15.6 points per game and sank a team-high 42 three-pointers. From Central Connecticut, Tajane Malone. Malone averaged 11.1 points per game and 7.6 rebounds per game during the regular season for the record-setting Blue Devils. From Fairleigh Dickinson, Kelsey Cruz. The 4th leading scorer in NEC women's basketball, Cruz averaged 18.1 points per contest in the regular season for the Knights. From St. Francis U, Alexa Hayward. The 2nd leading scorer in the NEC, Hayward led the Red Flash offense with 23.2 points per game during the regular season. From St. Francis Brooklyn, Jamie Vinay. Vinay ranked amongst the top 10 in NEC women's basketball in both scoring with 14.2 points per game and rebounding at 7.9 rebounds per game. Now for the All-NEC first team. From Robert Morris, Ananiki Stamalampru. Stamalampru leads the NEC with 75 three-pointers made, good for a 43.6 three-point field goal percentage, which is also tops in the NEC. From Wagner, Jasmine Nawaje. The sophomore not only leads the Seahawks and the NEC in scoring, but is also the NCAA Division I women's basketball scoring leader. From Bryant, Brianna Rucker. Rucker led the Bulldogs to a 21-8 record on the year while recording 21 double-doubles during the regular season. From Sacred Heart, Hannah Kimmel. The redshirt junior leads Sacred Heart with 16.3 points per game and 8.7 rebounds per game, ranking amongst the top 5 in NEC women's basketball. From Fairleigh Dickinson, Erica Livermore. Livermore averaged 18.5 points per game during the regular season while pulling down 10.1 rebounds for the Knights. Now on to the major award winners. The Brenda Riley Coach of the Year from Central Connecticut, Beryl Piper. Picked to finish last in the preseason poll, Piper led the Blue Devils to 14 wins in conference play, the most in program history, and to the school's first ever share of the NEC Women's Basketball regular season title. The NEC Women's Basketball Defensive Player of the Year from Fairleigh Dickinson, Erica Livermore. After missing the 2013-14 season with an injury, Livermore finished the regular season ranked 2nd in the NEC in rebounding with 10.1 rebounds per game and 1st in blocks with 2.4 per game. The 2014-15 Rookie of the Year from Bryant, Ivory Bailey. Bailey is the lone freshman scoring in double digits, averaging 11.3 points per contest while knocking down 49 three-point shots. And the 2014-15 NEC Women's Basketball Player of the Year from Bryant, Brianna Rucker. A two-time NEC Player of the Week, Rucker ranks in the NEC Top 10 in scoring, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. The junior also ranks 4th nationally with 21 double-doubles and 10th nationally with 11.4 rebounds per game. And there you have them, your 2014-15 Northeast Conference Women's Basketball All-NEC honorees and major award winners. For NEC Front Row, I'm Kyle Turner.